The NBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Kalshi. Make real money predicting sports. Kalshi is available in all 50 states, and you get $20 for free with promo code SGPN. That is Kalshi, promo code SGPN. Yes, sir. We are back with another edition of the NBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. No me, no the Western guys. Me, really, Villanelle, Terrell from Junior here at your service. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Back for another week. I've had a lot of things go on between everybody criticizing the refs. Some fines have been released. Things were said. Things were meant. Malik Monk is back. Remember, he was just not playing.
Yep.
Just not playing. He's back. They look competent.
There's a couple ways to phrase that. I'll focus more on the other team in that game yesterday, but we've been roasting them for weeks. So,
Denny Avdia went down with an injury.
Yep.
That sucked. If you were not paying attention, you might have missed that. No more Denny Avdia, and they were making a run. They were giving the Knicks all they could handle. But Josh Hart is back, and apparently all is right with the world. Knicks 5-5 without Josh Hart, 19-9 with him. What else? What else has been going on around the league? What else am I missing? I feel like, Jaylen Brown. I really just kind of teased at the top, but Jaylen Brown not happy with the officiating. This will be the first game since the officiating rant. How many free throws will Jaylen Brown get tonight, Scott?
I'm trying to think if they're going to help him out or if they're going to give him absolutely nothing. So I got to figure out which one it's going to be. I think he'll stay aggressive, so I'm going to say 10.
10 free throws. Okay. All right.
What about you?
Definitely gets. So there's some people that when they get to complain, they get change. Like if Wemby said that, it'd probably be some automatic change, especially if it was true. Steph, even to an extent, Bron for sure. Mm-hmm. I think that's more of a Tatum would have to say that, but I don't think they're going to respect JB with it. I'm going to say he's going to get 2 free throw attempts today. Okay. And he's going to be still very, very mad because he said it in a very I don't care.
Oh, no, he said they can find me, I don't care, which is the main words you should not say. So he's going to get fined a ton, and we'll go from there. But I think he'll get some calls today. That's kind of where I'm at.
I'll give him 4. I'll bump it up to 4. He gets 2 trips to the line. That's it.
All right.
Nothing more. All right. A lot going on. 6 games in the NBA we got to talk about here. Oh, by the way, if you guys didn't know who I was just talking to, that's Scott Steer, right show. Scott, what's going on?
Scotty, beat me up.
Surprise.
Yeah, good to be back. New week. Looking forward to covering some games. My Nets ended up losing yesterday, which is fine. Tank moves on. Porter Jr. sat the front end of a back-to-back, and they gave up an 11-0 run to end the game. So nice job tanking. Nice loss. I see what you guys were doing. Keep it up. But Porter Jr. is still there. We'll see how much longer he's there. But, yeah, once again, I alluded to it before. We have roasted the Rockets for a large portion of the season. We didn't like the actual roster makeup preseason. We thought, of course, they had a lot of size. The rebounding would be good, but the spacing would be terrible. And I questioned how this offense would operate late in games. And, yeah, Durant's leadership, once again, coming into question because they rolled over and died very quickly against Sacramento in that second half. It felt like once both teams had that, I don't want to say scuffle because nobody was trying to fight for real, but once they kind of had to get together, the Rockets immediately imploded and the Kings went on a run in the fourth quarter. So, look, I don't think the Rockets are very good. I think they're an average Western Conference playoff team. And if they lose in the first round, it wouldn't shock me. But I think Houston, we can talk about Durant a lot, whether it involves Phoenix, whether it involves Houston once again now. It feels like all of his teams are overrated, and they seem to have some type of issues mid-season when it comes to toughness. And you could argue that teams identify with the character traits of their best player or their leader, quote unquote. Maybe it's just Şengün being injured. Who knows? But this team looks soft. They look very, very soft, and we've called this out for weeks. And it's another embarrassing loss by Houston, and they've had a bunch of them over the last month or so. So I have not been high on Houston for a while. I know you have not been high on this team either. They just look extremely soft, don't they?
Yeah, without Şengün, they are just a regular playoff team. With Şengün, they're the fourth best team in the West, and that's just what it's going to be. Like, I'm pretty much stacked up OKC, San Antonio, Denver.
Healthy Denver. Yeah.
Healthy Denver. And then, like, who cares? Like, I think it's probably the Rockets after that. Maybe even the Clippers at this point. It might be the Clippers at this point.
Well, the Clippers might not get into the playoffs.
It depends how the Clippers decide to keep this whatever run they're going on. They put themselves behind the eight ball. But, I mean, just straight up on the court, yeah, the Rockets still, I think, are one of the best teams when Şengün is healthy. But this version right now is just –
well, I'm going to ask you, what do you think it is? Because we've talked about them even with Şengün blowing a bunch of fourth quarter games.
They don't have the scoring. They don't have the scoring. Şengün is going to give you a minimum 20 a night, maybe even more any given night. And he's going to create for everybody else. He's going to suck in the defense pause and then be able to give Jabari Smith Jr., Amen Thompson, who probably doesn't need to be shooting Tari Eason, Kevin
Durant. Shooting again like 19% from three.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad. So
they have no spacing at all. They have to trade for somebody. But I do think it's worth talking about how all of Durant's teams seem to be pretty soft. And that does go into the narrative once again throughout his career that he's a follower and not a leader, which sounds extremely cliche. But I feel like the results speak for themselves, don't they?
I think he would tell you something to that extent. Maybe not those words, but I think he would tell you something to that extent himself that, you know, that's just not the part of the job that he likes. He just wants to go hoop and like.
Correct, but I do think a team like this that is putting a lot on the plate of young players could use a veteran leader. And maybe that's Van Vliet, and maybe it's not the same.
I was about to say, yeah. I was like, I wonder what this team looks like with Fred VanVleet. What does Fred VanVleet look like? Do you need to upgrade Fred VanVleet? But you need some type of point guard, some type of shooter and scorer.
And I've criticized the spacing anyway. It's not going to go anywhere even when Şengün comes back. They have serious problems when it comes to floor spacing. But it does feel like this team crumbles in the fourth quarter all the time, and that does fall on Durant's shoulders, does it not?
Yeah.
And also shout out to the Suns, who have a better record than the Rockets. So,
the Suns are legitimately better. If you told me the Suns were the fourth best team in the West, I wouldn't be surprised.
The Suns are good.
Like they're legit good.
I don't know if Ott's going to win Coach of the Year, but he should be a finalist. He's really good.
Yeah, it's the top three teams. If you're not the top three teams in the West, it's anybody's game. But
yeah, pretty much.
I think there's three legit teams that can win.
I think Houston could be a one and done in the playoffs. I'm not saying they're going to be, but it wouldn't shock me if they were.
Anybody else outside them top three, if you said they were one and done, wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, it's a new year, new gear over there at the Sports Gambling Podcast merch store. A whole bunch of new items for the new year, and you can get 10% off everything in the merch store. Make sure you use that promo code 2026 2026. Make sure you use that promo code, get 10% off anything you want in the merch store. That's store.sportsgamblingpodcast.com. All right, let's get into the slate. First game up, only game at the 7 p.m. window on the East Coast, that is. We have the Utah Jazz on the road, going to play the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland's laying 13.5. 250 and a half is the total in this one. Oh, Scott, Are they expecting points? 250? Are they expecting points in this one? Nurk is questionable. No, I'm sorry. Nurk is probable. Ace Bailey is questionable. And then, Niang Kustler out. You knew that. And for the Cleveland Cavaliers, you got Dean Wade is out and Max Strus is out as well, of course. All right. Well, Utah is on the road. So
I mean, we know that they don't play any defense, especially on the road. So,
but I will
Cleveland might walk into 1-4.
I will challenge you that they have gotten a large number on the road in 3 of their last 4 road games, I believe it is, or not road games, or like something like that. They were catching 19.5 against OKC. They lost that one by 4, if you remember.
They went to overtime. They almost won that game.
They played Golden State in Golden State.
Yep.
Catching 12.5. They lost that one by 9. They were in that game too. Now, the game before that, they were in LA, not in the real LA, but the Intuit Dome. Well, I mean, I guess
and they lost the Clippers,
and they got smacked. But the game before that,
yeah, they were in San Antonio.
Yeah, and they won outright. Yeah. So I just want to I understand it is Utah on the road, but I just want to put that into context. I've noticed that when you've completely said they're down and out and not in the game on the road, recently, 3 of the last 4, they have found a way to get it done.
So you're picking Utah because you still don't trust this Cleveland team, right?
I mean, do you want to lay 13.5 with Cleveland? Like, does that feel great to you? They just lost to Denver outright.
Not at all.
The same line.
I don't want to lay that. I mean, right now, Keontae and Laurie are both not on the injury report. So I'm not going to lay 13.5. If I was going to, I need at least one of those 2 guys out. So I think I am going to go Utah, but I am not going to take the under. I'll put it that way at 250.5. I mean, Cleveland's had a bunch of high-scoring games too. Minnesota has prided themselves on being better at defense recently. Go Bears getting buzz again for a Defensive Player of the Year award. I doubt the voters will ever give it to him again, but right now he's getting buzzed to actually get the award. They played them twice, and the second meeting landed 280. 280. And the first game landed 253. So I still like the over in the game, but I'm not taking I'm not laying 13.5 with Cleveland.
This is the ultimate get-up spot. How many times do you lose a game by 55 points?
Yeah, doesn't happen.
Like, how many times it doesn't happen often? You have to, like, as a man, you just have to have some pride in the next game of, like, we're not going to go out there and embarrass ourselves like that again. Regardless. And Laurie didn't play in that game, I don't think.
Yeah, I was going to say they also punted the game because Laurie didn't play, and you ended up seeing...
I think Nurk didn't play. Somebody else didn't play.
Nurk didn't play either, but, I mean, they were down 31 after the first quarter. Like, it was bad. I mean, the Hornets are led by 47 in the first half, which I have not seen in a long time in the NBA. That's very tough to do. So I like the over in the game. If you want to go for the Cavs, I'm rooting for you, but... I'll go for Utah with Laurie and Keontae playing.
I feel pretty good about it.
But give me the over, because I don't think Cleveland can defend. I think Laurie and Keontae can help Utah get to 120, maybe even in a loss in this game, and the game still goes over. But you combine for back-to-back games, no deja vu, just back-to-back games of 250-plus against Minnesota, I got to take the over.
Oh, yeah. Holy crap.
280. In the second
I'm not really a believer in the Minnesota win either. That didn't do anything for me.
I mean, I'm not either, but the fact is there was no deja vu bounce back that was not guarding anybody.
And money line sprinkle here?
I think Utah...
Dog, they just lost to Denver outright.
For a game that's that high of a total where we're picking neither team to guard anybody, I don't mind a money line. I mean, if we're picking whichever team just gets hotter from the floor wins, then why not?
Plus 550.
Yeah, I think it's a good price. I mean, I don't trust Cleveland enough to be assuming they're going to win the games they should win, so why not?
And Utah has, at the very least, I get it. Utah is bad on the road, but they have beaten Boston in Boston, and they have beaten San Antonio in San Antonio.
And they've covered recently. Golden State's been hot. They covered that spread.
Like, give them some credit. They can show up for a night. And maybe we're wrong, but, like, they can show up for a night. I wouldn't even bother with the Cavs side of this. Just give me Utah team total over.
Yeah, that works too. I do want Cleveland, though, because Utah really does not try to guard anybody. But, yeah, I like the over.
All right. 7:30 slate. Got a couple of games here. Boston on the road. Going to play the Indiana Pacers. Pacers catching 5.5. 225.5 is the total. Injury report. This is why. Jaylen Brown's doubtful. Sam Hauser is questionable. Josh Minot is out. Andrew Nembhard's questionable for the Indiana Pacers. Ben Mathurin, Obi Toppin, Isaiah Jackson, all out.
I mean, Indiana's played a bit better lately. I wouldn't say that they're good, but at least they're showing some pulse, which we didn't know they had.
One shout out to Rick Barnes, 1,000 wins.
Carlisle, close enough.
Carlisle.
It's fine. They have the same
it's one of them Ricks.
They have the same NCAA titles anyway. Who cares? It's fun.
It's one of them Ricks.
Barnes just hanging out in Tennessee.
And shout out to them for getting it against the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah, and then after that, they immediately buried Miami. But that's such a classic Miami loss. So I don't know if that means anything. But they won 2 in a row.
That was a lot. That's like 1,000,000 points for Miami.
Yeah.
So my concern always was going to be the Jaylen Brown free throw angle, but like now that he's not going to play in the game, which I don't know who that's a chess move on, who's good chess move that was for him not to play. But
for the record, I see him doubtful, so in theory it's possible, but I doubt it. He's got back spasms. That's something that's going to linger for a couple days. So I doubt
they're probably milking it and saying he just got beat up so much in that game and got no fouls, and now he can't play. Look at this. Like,
are you saying that he's the guy in the store on Friday, my neck and my back? Is that what you're saying? That's Jaylen Brown?
Ow.
Trying to get some calls?
Look. Yeah. Like, come on.
I forgot the name of that character, but I know the actor, R.I.P. That's Witherspoon, isn't it?
What?
The my neck and my back guy?
I don't know.
Isn't that John Witherspoon?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, R.I.P. But either way, my neck and my back, he might not play. It's like after you end up getting into some type of accident and you end up going to the courthouse to try to sue somebody, and you got a neck brace on, you have like the cane, like you know what I mean. You got crutches on. Yeah, that's Jaylen Brown right now.
Chat likes J Huff under rebounds. The two people said it, so I guess the chat likes it. So he gives you 30 a night. That's the thing. That's my issue. He gives you 30 a night. So like, how are we going to replicate 30 a night? And this Indiana team feels the most confident that they've probably felt all season.
Oh, no, my bad. Sorry, Witherspoon was the dad. Yeah, he wasn't the guy who fell in the store. My bad. He's the one every time I'm in the kitchen, you're in the kitchen. That's my bad. That's John Witherspoon. Sorry. I knew he was in the movie. I had the wrong guy. Sorry. But either way. He was in the movie. Yeah, I don't know who the my neck, my back guy was, but you get my point. Sorry. My bad. Sorry. But anyway,
hey, man.
The answer who's going to fill in is potentially Pritchard. I mean, Pritchard's usually the guy that goes nuts when you have no Tatum and no Brown, right? Isn't that usually the guy?
You said what?
I said usually it's Pritchard who steps up when Jaylen Brown doesn't play. Apparently it's A.J. Johnson. Sorry. R.I.P. 2 to him.
I'm not a believer. I am not a believer in Peyton Pritchard. I mean, it happens. Like, you get the big Peyton Pritchard game, but then you also get the games where I'm just not a believer, honestly, truly. It ultimately depends on, is Indiana playing defense or not? Like, is Indiana going to go out there and just let whoever hit wide open threes? Like, they were pretty solid against Miami, but like, I'm on Indiana. Give me the home dog here.
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with you. Indiana's played well. I remember the last time that they played, Indiana was up a ton. They blew the game, but either way, they gave Boston a run for their money in Boston. So I think they match up decently with this team. I'll go for Indiana as well. This line feels a bit trappy, so I'll go with Indiana with you.
Give me a reverse correlation with Derek White. Derek White, Indiana still gets the win. Pascal Siakam has a big game. Don't really know. I think Pascal Siakam is probably going to be the reason. The fact that they're just not going to be able to stop him, especially with no Minot.
Yeah.
He's actually been playing pretty solid.
Well, Minot's been injured for a bit, but we're going to see how Gonzalez looks. I know Gonzalez has been a pretty solid piece for Boston, even though the usage is a bit inconsistent. The real question is Cada going to dominate against Huff? And I actually don't think so. So maybe on the boards, but points-wise, I don't think Cade is going to have a monster game. So yeah, unless Pritchard goes for a monster masterclass game here, I just think Indiana hangs in there.
Yeah, I don't see it. All right, Rick Barnes, Carlisle, whichever one you are, figure it out.
Yeah.
225.5. I mean, it's got to be just them hitting shots. Like, are they going to hit the threes today? You're going to need both sides of the total. And I just think that it's just not as consistent. If I like Indiana get the game, I think that they play a little bit of defense here. And so maybe it's like this feels low, but again, Jaylen Brown accounted for so much of their offense of Boston, and probably the reason why they're 24-14 right now. I just have a hard time to believe that they're going to figure it out in this game without him. So I think under actually is the play for me.
Yeah, I'll go for the under as well. I do think that you can make an argument if Indiana is going to get killed, it is correlated, and that way Boston will probably score a bunch of points to cover. So I think it's correlated. If you like Boston, then take the over. But with Indiana, they gave up 99 against Miami, gave up 112 against Charlotte, who scored 150 against Utah. So holding them to 112 is actually pretty good. I'll go with the under in this game. A couple ways to get there potentially, but I think Indiana keeps it close, and I think that we're picking Boston to miss some shots without Jaylen Brown. So we'll go with the under.
AVO, make more money betting sports with AVO. AVO, that's AVO, the best sports betting tool that helps you make a profit every time you decide to place bets. They do this by spotting arbitrage and EV opportunities for you over there faster than competition, and they keep you organized in one place. Hey, if you're new to this, then you can find opportunities in the market where you can lock in a bet by betting both sides. They have all of that. They have the cleanest dashboard, super easy to understand. So make sure you just go check them out. And if you just want to go look into, hey, what's he talking about? That sounds kind of interesting. I would like to learn more. They have a free Discord at AVO, AVO official. That's it. And you can see the success people are having for themselves, betting both sides, locking in a profit. So get over there and get started now at avobet.bet. That is avo.bet. And use promo code SGPN for $18 off. Yes, avo.bet. Promo code SGPN for $18 off. Also brought to you by Kalshi. So you could take that. You can head over to Kalshi and start trading. 50 states, all 50, legal in all 50. NFL, college football, college basketball, NBA, NHL, more over there at Kalshi. Hey, Golden Globes was last night. Could have got some good odds out there in the Kalshi markets. Entertainment, politics, weather, all of that over there available for you at Kalshi. New Kalshi customers get $20 when you use promo code SGPN. That is promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, KALSHI, promo code SGPN. Still in the 7:30 window here, Scott. Toronto at home. I'm telling you, man, Toronto likes to play a lot of close games at home.
No, they got the win last time out against Philly. That was a good game.
Yeah.
They got an immediate rematch, but they pulled it off.
They like to play a lot of close games at home. I feel like every other time I'm watching a Toronto game, I'm like, oh, wow, look at this. Another close game where Toronto's just playing to the death. Here we go. Immediate rematch. You talked about it. Deja vu. We've got Philly and Toronto. Still in Toronto. Philly's laying 3.5 this time. 221.5 is the total. Injury report. And we have for both of these two teams, nothing. They played this literally yesterday. So, one, Colin Murray Boyles was great.
Yeah. What do you have, like 19 and 15?
I didn't think he was going to translate this well. I will say that. He is legit a great bench role player right now that probably can work his way to playing like legit starting minutes and being an impact for a team.
In the future, he's going to start. I mean, no offense to Jakob Poeltl, but the defense is so underwhelming that if he's your starting center, there's automatically a limit there. Murray Boyles is solid, like on both ends of the floor. He's good.
Yeah, I think he had like 3 blocks, 3 steals yesterday.
He did. He had 17 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks, 3 steals. So he had a monster game.
Oh, dude.
He'll be starting for Toronto potentially next year, maybe 2 years from now. But no, he should be a starter on this team.
Very good right now. Very good. All right, so I mean, is Toronto able? I don't know. Toronto sometimes is able to figure these spots out. They just won the double set with Atlanta that they just played, and that's fresh on the mind. Philly's been good. Philly's been solid. Not really too many. You've got the Denver loss, but then they kind of rectify that. Play a close one with Toronto. It just kind of feels like Philly's just kind of trucking along, being solid. Probably have a setback here or there, but 22-14-1 ATS for the season. I think that's actually the best mark for the entire league. Actually, still. Let me double check that, Scott.
Yeah. As you pull that up, I'm gonna go with the under in this game. I don't know if deja vu counts when the game goes over solely because of overtime. But I'm going to use it because I think this total's a bit high at around 222.5, 221.5. I just think it's going to be a lower scoring game. We saw that it was really just a physical war between these teams. I mean, Maxey had 38, Barnes had 31, and you still had a low scoring game in regulation by comparison to the totals. So I do think it's pretty telling that the last meeting, the most recent one, ended up landing 231. And this total's 10 points lower than that. I like the under. I think no matter which team wins, I see a close physical game. I think defensively both teams should look pretty sharp. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. First team to 110 wins for me. Give me the under. I think it'll be a physical war between these two teams. I have to ask you, though, as the deja vu guy, do you count deja vu unders when a game only goes over because of overtime?
Yes, that's actually where you should love it.
So
because it more than likely they're not going back to overtime. So yes,
that's what I'm thinking.
Great play on the under, Scott. Very, very good play.
Also, you have Ingram and Barrett are questionable, and Embiid and George are questionable. There's a chance that some guys sit in this game, so that's also a possibility.
Give me Philly.
Okay.
I'm going to trust them. By the way, second best record in the NBA ATS. You want to know who's number one?
Wait, since when? How long are we talking here?
No, entire season.
Oh, entire season.
Yes, second best record. Number one.
I'm trying to think if the Nets would be up there, because they've actually been competitive in a lot of games. I'm going to say Nets. Screw it.
No, Nets are not there.
Okay.
Nets are 18-17-1.
All right, that's worse.
Phoenix.
Oh, of course. Okay.
Down there in the valley.
Yeah,
dude,
that makes sense.
70% of their games they are covering right now. Like,
okay. I should have guessed Phoenix. That's my fault.
Nobody.
I thought you were asking because it was going to involve one of like the teams that I root for. But no, it's just Phoenix being underrated. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay.
I don't know. I'm kind of rooting for Phoenix now.
No, I have been rooting for Phoenix.
I'm kind of rooting for Phoenix.
Phoenix is fun. They got rid of Beal, they got rid of Durant, and you know what? The franchise looked like it was going to be in shambles, and now they're a playoff team. Like, I like what Phoenix has done.
And I like what Philly has done, too. Is just Paul George has really ruined it for me. Even Joel Embiid looks better when he gets out there, but Paul George really ruins it for me.
I like how Philly looks this season. I think long-term, those contracts are going to sabotage their future for the next 5 years, but they look competent right now. Hopefully Embiid stays healthy.
All right. Under is easily the best play in that one.
Yep.
Perfect deja vu angle, Scott. I mean, literally the perfect deja vu angle right there to back. Oh, look at that. Sam Levitt, LSU.
Okay.
I mean, I guess that's a leg up.
From Arizona State, yeah. I mean, you're going to the SEC, you get to play for Kiffin. He's going to put up crazy stats with Kiffin.
I mean, he better be good enough.
I think he will be. I like Levitt. He was good at Arizona State.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see if it translates. Everybody might not translate over. And then now,
well, I mean, to be fair, he's going to be compared to Nussmeier, and we all know how that went this season. So not exactly a tough act to follow from 2025. So
right.
We'll see how that goes.
8:30 p.m. on the East Coast. The Brooklyn Nets. Scott's Brooklyn Nets.
What a tanking performance. 11-0 run in the final 2 minutes. Well done. Exactly what you're supposed to do. Well done.
On the road, they're playing Dallas. What part of the season are we in? I won't do it. It is 25-50, though, combined for these two teams. Very, very close to being a toilet bowl game.
I mean, we can honestly play it. With AD being injured again, we can really play this. Like, it's fine. You want me to play it? Because I have the button right here. You want me to press it?
Go ahead.
I'm going to do it.
Button.
I mean, these teams aren't making the playoffs. We have to play it. I mean, let's be real. AD being out indefinitely.
Brooklyn was close Brooklyn was like 2.5, 3 games back from a 10 seed at one point.
Yeah, I know. And now they're rumored to trade Porter Jr. and they punted a game against Memphis down the stretch.
Yeah, that's the new thing. Porter Jr. is now Golden State Warrior from what I'm picking up.
Well, the Nets are going to trade him because he doesn't fit the timeline of this team. But Porter Jr. has been incredible. So if you want to maximize trade value, you should trade him. Do I want them to trade him? I actually don't know. He's been that good. Like, I don't want to trade him for 50 cents on the dollar when you could easily get $1.10 at this point. Like, he's going to be worth more than anybody thought he was going to be worth 4 months ago. Porter Jr. has been great. He's been like a fringe all-star caliber player. So if the Nets get the right offer, why not? In Golden State, we saw with them being linked to Anthony Davis. At this point, they're just going to keep throwing all their chips in until Curry retires. Not going to win anything, but they're going to keep trying to improve the roster now and ignore the future assets and resources. So I can see that happening. I can see it. Do I agree with it? No. But Golden State was linked to Anthony Davis, so I wouldn't be surprised. You? Do you think he's going to Golden State?
I don't think that's real at all. I think that was just literally somebody saying anything because Golden State needs to make a move.
Golden State's linked to everybody because they want to go all in as long as Curry's healthy.
Like, what is it? Do they even have picks to trade? Is it picks and Jonathan Kuminga? Like, it's just random. Like, it's just random fan
conjecture. Golden State's going to trade anything. They're trading like a 2030 something pick, so they're basically trading a 7th grader to the Nets, which might happen. Like, who knows? But look, all I know is if Steve Kerr's going to bench Kuminga for defense, have fun with Porter Jr. Like, I think Steve Kerr's going to be miserable, and I think he's going to have to bench him at some points for defense. But
that's why I don't think it's legit. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I think Kerr. I don't think Porter Jr. fits the type of player that Kerr wants on his team, but he's a great shooter, and he's proven it all season. He's been really, really good. So props to Porter Jr.
All right, so Dallas is laying 3.5 here. 219.5 is the total. No injury report for the Brooklyn Nets. They did just, like Scott say, lose to the who was it? The freaking Grizzlies. That's what it was. It was the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies yesterday. As of right now, 20 so minutes ago, we can see that Cam Thomas is out for injury management. Denham is out for injury management. Zaire Williams is out because of illness. And that's the update there.
Well, I want to ask you for this game, by the way, because as a Nets fan, I need confirmation just because I feel like it might be biased. This team's abysmal on back-to-backs. At least from what I've noticed. I don't know if you have any stats in front of you, but selective recall tells me the Nets usually get buried in back-to-backs.
I have the Brooklyn Nets as 0-7 straight up.
0-7. Okay, that's what I thought.
0-7 straight up. 0-7 against the spread on the second leg of a back-to-back. Jesus.
So I didn't have that in front of me, but selective recall told me that they were absolutely useless on back-to-backs. And apparently I'm more right than I thought because they're 0-7. So yeah, I'm not taking the Nets in this game. It's as simple as that. If you can't win a back-to-back game and you're only getting 3.5, I'm taking Dallas at home.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I thought they were really bad on that. I didn't realize
I'm cross-referencing with another location because
just to make sure.
Yeah, 0-6. It's either 0
I thought they were really bad on back-to-backs. Okay, cool. So I'm paying attention.
Cool. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Dallas.
Yeah, that's kind of it.
But so there's no PJ Washington. He's doubtful. Anthony Davis is not playing either. Brandon Williams is also doubtful. If there's ever a team to get your first at least cover against on the second leg of a back-to-back, is a Jason Kidd-led Dallas team that has. I mean, okay, so Ryan Nembhard, Cooper Flagg, you could sell me on something.
Jason Kidd revenge game? Question mark.
I'm weak. Gafford. I mean, I guess you could kind of sell me on this team being able to do something. Maybe it's the crazy Najee Marshall game.
And Porter Jr., by the way, is playing in this game because he sat the front end on the back-to-back. So Brooklyn, some of the bad record associated with back-to-backs is them sitting Porter Jr. in a couple of games. So that's a possibility too. But
now it's no Cam Thomas. Like if they would have had Cam Thomas and Porter Jr., I've been like, okay, this is the perfect way that they finally get the win, because now they're finally having a second leg back-to-back where they got those two. Now it's still 1-1, which you need. I need both of them to play.
Well, for the record, the Nets are at their best when Porter Jr. plays and Cam does not play, for the record. But the problem the Nets run into is the fact that this team can't score. And Dielman's had a bit of a moment recently. I mean, he's been solid as a rookie at a BYU. People criticize the pick. He looks pretty good. But you look at all the other players, and Claxton's not a guy to create his own offense. Danny Wolf's a rookie whose shot does not look great. I know he had a double-double last game. Shout out to him. But the shooting's not good. So Cam Thomas can give you buckets. He can't guard anybody, so it's kind of the trade-off. But Cam Thomas not playing, I think, actually increases the Nets' chances of winning. But I'm going to go with the back-to-back angle. Just give me Dallas.
I don't know, Scott. Michael Porter Jr. is playing this one.
Yeah, Porter Jr. has been the best player on the entire team.
See how many. If there's ever a time to finally get a cover, I'm not a believer in Dallas. Yeah, I'm gonna go against you.
I'm not saying
I loved your argument. You labeled it out and then you went Mavs still, but your argument was really good. I'm going Nets. Nets get their first win on the second leg of football.
Yeah, it's fine. If you want to back the 0-6 team on back-to-backs, have fun. I'm just not.
No, it is really bad. No, it's seriously really bad. But I like the argument. And Ski's talking about it in the chat. Without Cam, they do play better defense. I
like the under in this game in general, but I do think the Nets are going to have a hard time scoring. And we saw that in the game against Memphis. This team might be trying to maybe punt some late-game situations, just throwing it out there. 11-0 run in the last 2 minutes against the Grizzlies.
But now you got to trade that off with the win to make sure that nobody's watching too much. I don't know, man. I don't know. Your argument sold me more on the Nets than it did the Mavericks.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't think the Mavericks are that great, but I think that size-wise they can give this team problems. And I see Ada mentioning no Brandon Williams means more Nembhard. I don't mind that. I think Nembhard's a pretty good facilitator.
Yeah, he's smooth.
I think.
What is this going to be today?
No, yesterday. Didn't Cam Spencer have 12 and 11? I think. No, sorry. Cam Spencer. The Grizzlies scored 103 points. He had 12 and 13. 13 assists to Cam Spencer. I don't mind Nembhard having the ball. He can get his team.
I was about to say. I wonder what.
I like Nembhard. I think he's pretty good.
Let's see if that's an underdog later.
Yeah. I doubt we'll get lines on Nembhard, by the way, but we'll see. We'll see, but I like the matchup for him.
219.5.
I'm on the under.
Yeah.
Couple ways to get there. Nets no-show the game on offense, or they keep the game close and play defense, but I see it under.
Toilet bowl game. Post take points here. All right. Before we get to the next game in the slate. Oh, wow. And look at that. I'm tired of talking about the Kings.
Hey, they won a game. Put some respect. They blew out the Rockets. Like the beam. The electricity bill went up. Good for them.
Tired of talking about it. Before we do that, though, we just talking about underdog. Let's see if we have Ryan Nembhard an underdog. I might have to send a text out to one of the guys, tell them to get him added. I mean, I feel like it's pretty updated who's going to play Like they know. No, he's not up here. Boring. A lot of Cooper Flag here today. Oh no, 6.5. There we go. Higher. 6.5. It's a little 1.05x, Scott. A little spicy on there. Go over there to Underdog Fantasy, higher or lower your favorite player's fantasy stats, and you can win up to 5,000 times your entry. That's Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you go over there, use their new offer for new customers. Play just $5, get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with promo code MBASGPN. That is MBASGPN. Underdog Fantasy. We're probably going to be adding that in Underdog. Ryan Emhart higher, 6.5 assists. There goes pick number 1. We also have Rhythm, really, really, really good in the NFL season. They were 22-12 on reception props and 6-1 on pass touchdown props. Like very, very good in the playoffs. They had it going. That was last season in the playoffs. What else did they do? 2-0 on their interception props in the playoffs. 21-13 on their rush attempt props in the playoffs. So now you need to go over there and use Rhythm for the NFL playoffs. We just had games going on. They actually do have some stuff in here for the game tonight. Good luck to my good pal Mike Tomlin, 757 native. Hope he's able to get it done. Also, head over there, go premium. Use that promo code SGPN25 when you download Rhythm, and you can get 25% off your first month of Rhythm. Go over there, use that promo code SGPN25 over there at Rhythm. Sacramento Kings at home, welcoming the Los Angeles Lakers. This is coming immediately off of the Kings getting a very, solid win for them.
Yeah.
Against the Houston Rockets, 111-98. Russell Westbrook had a really solid game in that one. Started to take things over. Malik Monk showed that he's a legit NBA player.
I feel bad for Monk that he's still stuck on Sacramento. He was like the only guy on the team with trade value, and yet he's somehow still there.
And he was on the trade market last year. They didn't do anything with him, and now look what happened. Like, you should have traded him.
Monk,
you might as well trade. That's what we need to start doing. Let's start tracking the guys that they're just talking about. We're trading, and then you get to the trade deadline and they don't go anywhere. And what they do, because you might as well have traded Malik Monk last year. You didn't get anything for him in the whole year that we're now here.
And it's a shame because Monk could really help out some playoff teams. He would be in the running for sixth man of the year if he got actual minutes on a good team. I think Monk's a really talented
legit trade value, and you did nothing with it.
So what the
Lakers
Kings do?
Lakers laying 9.5 on the road here. 228.5 is the total. I don't have an injury report for you because Kings played yesterday. For the Lakers, looks like Austin
Reeves is still out. That's basically it.
It.
For Sacramento, Schroeder's still suspended. I don't know if he's allowed in the building because Luka's going to be there, so he might try to fight him while he's sitting on the bench. But Sabonis is still out, so nothing new for both teams. I mean, do you want to lay 9.5 with the Lakers? Because I really don't. But you could argue the Kings off a win. Classic letdown spot where they just get buried. But I don't trust the Lakers enough to blow out anybody because they can't guard anybody. So I like the over in the game because I don't think either team's going to play defense. So give me the over. But what do you think?
This is what the Lakers do, man. And I get it. I could understand, all right, yeah, the Kings kind of getting a little bit of momentum. But, dog, this is literally what the Lakers do.
They beat the bad teams and get
you give them a bad team, and they just go ahead and beat them up, man.
Yep.
Now, I do admit 9.5 is a lot of points. But, how much do we trust Sacramento?
None. We think this team stinks.
Was that game yesterday more about Sacramento or more about the Rockets?
I said it was more about Houston. I called them soft. They had a scuffle in the third quarter and got buried after that happened. I think Houston's just soft, but it's not really a Kings takeaway for me. It was a Rockets takeaway for me. I'm assuming you agree with that.
Yeah. Lakers lost back-to-back games. Yeah, give me the Lakers. I think that one, I don't have any trust in the Sacramento Kings' ability to actually score the basketball.
Okay.
They still only got to 111 yesterday. Games before that, 103 Golden State, 98 to Dallas, 98 to Milwaukee, 102 to Phoenix. Like, it hasn't been consistent. Maybe Malik Monk playing actual basketball kind of does something and gives them somewhat of a boost, but do I trust that? Do I even trust the team's belief in him? No. We just roasted them about it earlier. So, like, I have no faith in that. I don't have any faith in Sacramento Kings actually being able to score the basketball. And then I don't trust them defensively, where Luka could go out here, have some type of game. Maybe Bron turns back the clock for a game. They start just getting everybody else going. Jake LaRavia on the inside, maybe a little bit of DeAndre Ayton in there. Like, I could see the avenue for the Lakers to just do what they randomly do, is just put up a bunch of points on bad teams. But I don't see Sacramento being able to keep up. So if this turns to end up being an 11-point, 12-point loss, I would not be surprised. So, yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and fade Kings. Give me the Lakers. I'll lay the 9.5 on the road.
I mean, I'm assuming if you like the Lakers, it's correlated to the over, because you just think the Lakers probably walk into 120, right? 120, 125.
I would just take Lakers team total over. I wouldn't even bother with the Kings side of ball. I don't want any type of full game over with this Kings team, because I don't trust that they can even get to 100 any given night.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll go for the full game over, though. Just knowing the Lakers not really being able to guard anybody. I think the side's tricky because the Kings are still really bad, and one good game doesn't change that. The Lakers still beat bad teams. I think they could end up covering this, but I'd rather not bother. You can probably find a better line in-game at some point, because the Lakers will no-show a quarter, and the game will randomly be close at halftime or something, but I'll go for the over in the game. Just give me no defense being played.
Give me Sacramento team total under.
Really? That was not what I was expecting.
I don't like. I understand what you're saying about the Lakers defense, but like, they're better. They're way better on the road than they are at home. And the Sacramento team can't score. Their best effort is getting over 100 points.
Yeah.
They're really sitting like, I don't trust this offense.
Yeah, but you forgot to account for the Westbrook revenge game. Just kidding. So we'll see how Westbrook does.
That means he's probably going to take like a bunch of horrible shots. Probably make it way worse, especially after he was hitting some big shots. Did you see the 3?
Yeah.
Like, he was hitting some big shots yesterday, so that probably wears off. Yeah. No.
I'll go over and call it a day. I'm probably not going to bet this game.
What's next? Charlotte on the road, going to play the Los Angeles Clippers. Clippers laying 4.5, 223.5 is total. Injury report, and we have Bridges probable, Sexton questionable, Plumlee out, Kawhi's questionable, Derrick Jones Jr. is out, Bogdan Bogdanović out. I mean, this team is probably worse if Bradley Beal's out on the court right now, right?
Yeah,
that was addition. That was addition by subtraction at this point.
That's I think how most people feel.
All right, so the Clippers had that little bit of a resurgence. Charlotte had a little bit of a resurgence as well. Both of these two teams are 8-2 against the spread in their last 10 games. That just, straight up, the Clippers have actually won 8 games. Charlotte's won 5 of those. But hey, that's pretty solid for Charlotte, who is also a respectable 23-16 against the spread this season.
And they've been good on the road lately. They're 7-13 this season. The last couple of road games, though, beat the Jazz by 55, beat the Thunder outright in a blowout by 27, beat Chicago by 13. They lost to Milwaukee by 1. That game was close, and they're beating Orlando by 15. They've been good on the road lately. Props to Charlotte. I mean, the OKC domination is crazy, but still, I mean, they've been good on the road.
Very, very good. With that being said, they just won a game by 55 points.
Yep.
Dog, I want to fade that. I want to say it's not true. But I don't know.
For the record, quite questionable again. He's playing through a knee issue.
Well, one, if Kawhi's out, it makes my job easy.
Just saying, I think he's going to play because he had 26 last game, but apparently he's worked. Sorry, I think it was an ankle issue, actually. But he's been playing through an injury for the last week or two. You wouldn't really notice because he had 26 points against Detroit. Yeah. But, yeah, I'm assuming he's going to play, but it's not guaranteed.
How much do I trust Charlotte's defense today? Because they've been solid. And I want to say it was against lesser competition, but the OKC game is there.
Yeah.
And it's really how much stock do we put in the OKC game? Because I think you could argue, oh, Charlotte's played lesser competition. Like they just are, good or the bad.
I think it balances out, though, because they killed OKC and then lost immediately back-to-back games to Toronto, which they should have won, quickly had the game winner. Toronto's still a playoff team. And then they lost to Indiana, but they trailed for basically the entire game. So you could argue the Indiana loss and the OKC win balance out. But the upside on this team is there. Like, this team can definitely score points. They're fun to watch. I don't really like them defensively. We'll see if Cockbrenner can help with that, with rim protection. But I think Charlotte's okay. They look like an actual NBA team, which we've not been able to say about them for, 5 years?
Yeah.
I mean, that's progress. They're not good, but at least on a good day, they look like they can beat anybody. There's something there with that. I mean, LaMelo minute restriction and all, because he's still being limited in almost every game, but, still getting overall solid, let's say, production lately. But he's played less than 28 minutes in 6 straight games. So LaMelo can have a monster game, and there's still a cap there.
I guess I'll take the points, man. I think it's very, very close. I think both of these two teams have been playing very, very close. I think that if you look at what they're doing overall and just the matchups in the game, I think Kawhi is going to go out there. He's probably still going to have a really good game. I actually do like the matchup for Knipple against the Wings. I think that LaMelo can go out there and have a really solid game. It kind of rests on the back of how good is LaMelo. James Harden in it, and I think can play the pick and roll really, really nice and really go at those Charlotte bigs and really challenge them defensively. Like, I think that the matchup is really smooth on both sides where I can see both teams, this is one of those games where their offenses are on. Both these two teams could really score on each other, but then they can also kind of play to each other and slow things down a little bit. And give me a close Charlotte loss. Charlotte's been playing close game, losing. You talked about the Raptors game, talked about the Pacers game where they brought it back after being down the whole time. And that's what they kind of like. They kind of like to get themselves into that crunch time mode and just kind of play in that second half. So give me the Clippers, probably get it going early in the first half, score. Charlotte comes back, makes this a little bit close. Clippers still get the win at home.
Yeah, I think we have the same exact read on the game. I like Clippers 1-10. I'll buy myself some extra leeway in case the Hornets cover, in case the Clippers cover. But I see it being relatively close. I mean, both teams are, I don't want to say peaking, but they're playing some of their best basketball recently. And the Clippers, we know, have been playing well, but we also know that they can let a team hang around every now and then. So I'll go with the Clippers 1-10. I think it's a close game, and the Clippers get the job done at home.
Yeah. I'm here. I like it.
Cool.
What does that pay?
Let me check what I could find.
I would play that. I would play that too.
Quickly just getting it. Sorry.
No, it's all good. Yeah, total's at 223.5. Yeah, but these two defenses have been solid recently. It was still 95 points given up to the Jazz, even though, they scored the 150. So I can see this. I can see both of these two teams matching up pretty well, and it can go under.
Yeah.
I'm really more 50-50 on it because I really do think it's a possibility where they just can't guard each other, but I think they'll be fine.
I mean, I like how the Clippers defense has played lately, so I'll go with the under. But Clippers 1-10, by the way, is plus 220. Oh, sorry, that's the Hornets. Sorry, Clippers 1-10 is plus 170.
Yeah. Who's that? What does that say? Adarios? I don't know how to say that.
Yeah.
Whatever. But he said Khan is the rare rookie who's much better. I think it was Amanda Hugs and Kiss that had mentioned it on a show the other time. Like, yo, do not bet Khan at home, but take him on the road. Very, very good on the road. Yeah, this might be a Khan Knippel spot. Like, I think Khan Knippel could have a really good game here.
Yeah, he could. But Clippers 1-10 plus 170 is my play.
What? That is great.
It's a good price.
Yeah. I might steal that.
Cool.
All right.
You go first. So
I might end up stealing that.
You can.
We'll see.
It's all community.
Okay. Lock, dog, underdog. For my lock. Are they gonna? It's the only 7:00 game too, so it's like if it doesn't go well, that's the only thing I'm watching for at least 30 minutes.
Okay.
But I do feel really good about Utah. It's just too many points, and they've been scrappy. They've been very scrappy on the road. And Jesus Christ, you just lost a game by 55 points. You gotta have some pride. We're getting Laurie. We're getting George. Lock up Utah plus 13.5.
Okay.
Scared money don't make money. Dog.
Are you just going to take the Clippers play? Because you can if you want it.
Yeah. Clippers 1-10 plus 170. It's actually a really, really good price. I don't think anything that I could have offered would be better than 170. And, well, Indiana money line is interesting. So Indiana money line at plus 190 or Clippers 1-10 at. Indiana's just won 2 straight. And what is Boston? Have they played games without Jaylen Brown this season? I can't imagine.
Yes, they played a couple. They've been fine.
It's been a couple. I can't imagine.
They've been fine.
Hold on. Let's just double check that real quick because they're on the road laying 5.5. No Jaylen Brown. What situation was it when he was out?
Okay, so I'm just going to read off.
He was out.
I can read off the games. If you want.
No, I got it right here. It was Toronto at Toronto. They were catching 1.5, 112 to 96, and then it was at Wizards laying 10.5, won by 45.
They're 2-0 without Brown this season. They won both games by a bunch of points, but they haven't really played good teams.
Yeah, and well, Pacers aren't.
I know. They're not. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no. Trust my gut. Give me the Pacers plus 190. Get it done. Third time's the charm.
All right. For my lock, I am going to go with the Mavericks minus 3.5 against the Nets. Nets, said before, worst back-to-back team in the entire league. I think that it is definitely not a coincidence that this team, when everyone's kind of, once again, expecting them to lose on back-to-backs, that this team just shows up and loses again. That's kind of where I'm at for this one. But so far this season on no rest, they are 0-6, average ATS differential of negative 8.2. They're not close. They get buried in all these games. Dallas isn't good, but I think they'll be fine at home. So give me Dallas minus 3.5 as my lock for the show. For the dog, I could go player prop, or I could go with a potential money line play. I could take the Clippers, like I just said, and go 1-10. I think I'll do that. Give me the Clippers 1-10 at plus 170.
Very good play, Scott. Can we throw out a bonus lock?
Sure.
Because I'm now committed to the Utah Jazz plus 13.5 because Strutters was in the chat talking about of the whole card, we take the Jazz. Yes, it's a great spot for them. But I would also like to add a bonus lock of Philly and Toronto under 221.5. I think we both can agree with that.
I was almost going to take that, but I'm going to back the trend of the Nets instead. So I did think about that too.
All right, nice little bonus lock for the people there. A joint bonus lock, if you will. All right, let's see. Underdog. Well, we got one.
Yeah, we got Nemhard.
Let's go ahead and click. Oh, I should have put it in when we talked about it, Scott. They're listening to the show. It's down to 1.03.
Boo.
It was just 1.05. Oh, dude.
All right.
Shot, I guess that's what we get. We should have made it during the underdog rate. All right. I mean, so is Michael Porter Jr. just going to go off? Or
I don't really know, because if he's linked to trade rumors and you're resting him here or there, are you going to give him less minutes? I don't know. I don't really want to take Porter Jr.
Who else? I think Pascal would be smooth. You got any of the options. Luka in the Lakers game.
Yeah, but that's going to be a bit high anyway.
Con Knipple. I'm all for Con Knipple.
Yeah, let's do road Knipple. Let's do that.
Okay, Con Knipple. Yeah, 20 points sounds good for Con today. 18.5 higher.
Okay.
And what else?
You want to do Murray Boyles?
Where's this line at? What are we taking?
His rebounds are at 6.5. It's at 15 rebounds in 2 of the last 3 games.
All right. So 7.5 on underdog.
That's fine.
1.03x.
15 last game though. 27 rebounding chances. Like, he killed this team last time out. I'm fine with that.
All right. Colin Murray Boyles, higher 7.5 rebounds. Ryan Nembhard, higher 6.5 assists. And Con Knipple, higher 18.5 points. Wow. New day and age. All young guys on the underdog card today. All super young guys. Here we go. 6.36x. $100 gets you $636. That's without the boost, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Without the boost. All right. Make sure you use that promo code NBA SGPN, by the way. Oh, they're asking football questions in the chat, Scott. Texans, Steelers. Who you like?
Well, I just did a prop show on that. Look, I think it's going to be a very ugly game, so I'm automatically looking towards the under because I just see it being ugly. But at this point, there's a 0% chance I'm betting on Mike Tomlin in the playoffs.
Wow.
Like 0. Like, wow. I can't. I can't do it.
Nothing?
When was the last time you won a playoff game?
Was it like the Browns or something?
No, they got their ass kicked by the Browns.
Oh, wow. He did. Oh, wow. When was the last time they won a playoff?
I think it's been like 10+ years since he's won a playoff game.
Yeah,
the last playoff win was in January 2017.
So
you know who was the starting quarterback for the Chiefs in that game? Alex Smith.
It's a good Chiefs team.
That was the game where they scored no touchdowns. I believe that was the Boswell 5 field goal game. But the last time that Tomlin won a playoff game, Alex Smith was the starting quarterback of the Chiefs. And he's been retired for a while. I can't do it. Give me the Texans.
Steelers +3.
I like the under as my favorite play there from a side total perspective, but I cannot. I think the Steelers are just not very good.
I like the under as well. Steelers +3. Mike Tomlin as a dog. Come on, man.
Yeah, in the playoffs, he gets his ass kicked as a dog. That doesn't mean anything to me anymore. He's been a dog in all these games. They get curb stomped. I don't really care. Look,
the Eagles lost, so I mean, I've been on a high since the Eagles lost that game.
The game's going to be ugly either way, but I really just don't trust Tomlin at all. They made the playoffs. Now they can lose. It's been the same script for about 9 years. That's good enough for me. I'll go for D'Amico.
They win one game and then lose.
Okay, that's an achievement.
Yep, very much so.
I mean, Tomlin should be pissed. They made the playoffs, but they can't go 9-8.
Nets get the win. No, I'm not going to jinx.
They went 10-7.
I'm not going to jinx Sherlock, but yeah, no. All right. Anything else for people before we get up out of here?
Not really. I just said a second ago, if you want some props on the Monday night game, I did a show with Adam, so I got some props there. Besides that, I'll be back in tomorrow with you for the NBA. So there you go.
All right. With that is it. He's at Retro Radio, Matt really __. Make sure you go follow at SGPN NBA, youtube.com/NBA Gambling Podcast. Give us a 5-star rating review wherever you get your podcast. And with that, like video on your way out. Nothing else to say, nothing else to do. No other way of ending. Wait, Steelers could be like the Pats. Oh, yeah, because that game was
very no touchdowns.
No touchdowns for almost went the whole game. Imagine getting no touchdown score in a playoff game.
Yeah, both teams should be eliminated if you can't score a touchdown in 60 minutes.
Very, very much. Wow. I wonder what the no touchdown score for this Steelers game is. It's not impossible. It's actually
not
impossible.
High enough, but
it's impossible now because we had that Pats Chargers game. But if we didn't have that Pats Chargers game, it would have been a really, really good bet.
I saw Circa had no touchdown in that Chargers game at 450-1.
What?
Yeah.
Dude.
I mean, of course, it ended up losing because of the Henry catch, but still, I mean, that's a hell of a sweat.
Like, you've been sick.
You can hedge that live. Just start betting some overs.
Yeah. And I mean, Hunter Henry should have been like one of the first players you would have bet too.
That's probably who I would have taken because I'm not going to go chalk with a running back. That's probably who I would have.
That'd have been like Henry, May on the ground. Yeah, like something like that. All right. None else say nothing else do no other way in the podcast and like this. We are out of here.
Basketball, gimme, gimme,